How's it going again, guys? So, stop on the last stream. Supposed to be doing this race, just got caught up with something that wasn't expected. And now, hopefully, I'll be able to finish the race today. No interruptions. And I'm gonna do some practice real quick because I did do the qualifying and ready for the race. So right as I go in, I'm gonna be straight into the race. And just getting things set up, throwing on my shoes, grabbing my racing gloves, and should be about ready. Still sick, sadly. It's not as bad as it was the first stream I did. Just a bunch of sinuses, realistically, is what I'm at right now. The stage, I guess. But, so, we are racing at the Saudi Arabia track, I believe. If I'm correct, yeah, Saudi Arabia, round 2. So I'm going to go to F1 World and go do time trials on Saudi Arabia, just so I can practice, because first time on today, and need to figure out my ABS and not screw up. So let's go into it. I don't know how you say that brand. You had to read it again just to understand, but alright, you're gonna have to re-warm up that racing mindset. And the main goals for this race today is to practice speed and managing tires. Because my front left has gotten destroyed in the last race because of front lockups. The rest of my tires were doing a little better, but you got some room for improvement. And then, the other thing I really just need to improve on is getting the car to rotate on F2. F1 I can rotate the car real well, but on F2 I'm struggling. And also, during the qualifying, I did manage to get first place by a few tenths, by like 1/10 or 2/10, baby. Maybe. Jeez. My brain's all over the place. But, so I'll be starting P1 this race, and we're going to see how it goes, and hopefully I can keep the guys behind. But I do hope it's a close race the whole race. Which obviously those are the more entertaining ones, but the harder ones. And I'm sorry you're going to be hearing me sniffle this whole stream, because since I got sick, my allergies are through the roof. Yeah, I'm pretty much just mouth breathing at this rate, which is pretty bad. Invicta. That's what it is. Alright, let's get a lap on this. Let me turn the volume up just a tad. I'm gonna take this first lap slow. So, one thing I like to do, I don't do it all the time, is take the first lap like if you were in real life. You're trying to take it nice and easy. And obviously, yeah, straights I full throttle, but into the braking zones I let off early just to get a feel for things before I actually send a heavy lap. Which here I'm just gonna get used to my braking real quick. Already getting track limits. Here I was really struggling in the F2s. Getting it to stay on the track right there. But with these you kinda gotta flick the wheel a little more than you'd like to. But be careful because you don't want to spin out. This is a corner I struggle with, so it's definitely something to work on and try to get as good as I can. That exit I need to be careful too because I bump that wall a little too often and a little too hard sometimes. Now I'm gonna start picking the pace up a tad bit. I'm not gonna try to go full speed, but I'm gonna be like with 1 second of my fast lap, I feel like, is what I'm gonna try to do. Still invalid. Still locking up. Yeah, definitely gotta whip that wheel more on those corners. Not more than I did, but more than I would like to. Excuse me. Ooh, I about turned in too early there. Caught it though, I would have smacked that wall. Struggle hitting that apex on that corner. Barely increased the pace there. Heavy lockup. Yeah, there's a whole lot of room for improvement on this lap or track. Oh, I bumped that wall. Threw me off heavy. That lap was better time-wise, but not consistency-wise. Come on. Oh, I turned in way too early there. And you can see the lap looking a lot more clean. Besides, obviously, going out the track limits just a tad bit on this lap, but it's looking a little bit better. a lot of lock up there. Gosh, I hate how you can bump the wall just the slightest bit. Doesn't gain you any time. If anything, slows you down, and then bam, lap disqualified. Yeah, that was bad. That was better. Besides the exit. Oh, yeah, that was rough. Recovery. To be that close to the time still, it's pretty good. It was a decent recovery. Oh, and I banged that wall again. Alright, well, I'm going to take that as my practice. I'm not going to go too heavy on it because I technically already did my practice. And I'm going to go straight to the race and get that going. I'm just going to finish this one lap and I'll head over there. Even though, yeah, I'm down on time still. More experience, the better. Yeah, too early on the gas there. I'm cutting that. Oh, that would have been track limits for sure. Just barely, though. Alright. Grab some water real quick and we'll get that race underway. Alright. Going to turn my fan on before this race because I'm definitely going to pump a little bit of a sweat here. If you're not sweating just the slightest bit during your race, then it's not a tough race. Even if you're on a sim rig, the force feedback is going to be enough. If you're on like a one of less force feedback, maybe yeah, you can get away with it, but I'm using an 8 Newton meter drive, so it's not nothing too crazy, but it's got enough to get you really having to put in some muscle. my gosh. Sinuses are killing me. Probably have to stop in the middle of this race just to blow my nose or something. Right now it's alright. It don't sound alright. I go and blow, nothing's coming out, but
Hello.
just how it is, man. I hate being sick.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do.
Okay.
Don't let me down.
So we'll be doing the super sauce for 15, mediums for 13. I can deal with that. I might not push the sauce that hard or long if I don't have to. So I got a pretty bad start, but nobody else got a good one, so that works for me. Wow, I was getting a crap load of time on him, on Isaac Hadjar, just those few corners. Went real wide there. I mean, I hope as much as I could keep the lead and have this as a dominant race. I don't want to have it as a boring race. Ooh, if I do stuff like that, I'm going to be back in the pack for sure. Yeah, maybe it's just a track I'm dominant on. The AI is the same level it was prior, but I'm already gaining a lot. I don't know, I've had times where the first few laps I'm dominant, but then even though I'm pulling the same lap times as I was the first few, they start catching up. So we'll see how this plays out. Ooh. Yeah, we could also get a penalty on this track. It's very easy to do so. That was rough. Oh, shit, dude. 2 laps in a row, I'm smacking that wall. If I keep that up for 28 laps, I'm gonna crash. There's no way. Ooh, front left lock up there. Wow. Yeah, you can tell I've been locking up just a tad. That's not good at all. I try to be more careful. Try to play it extra safe on that corner just because I'm a little scared because in my F1 career I destroyed my car on that corner on the last race I did here. Oh gosh. Wow, yeah, I'm gonna struggle on that corner as grip falls away. said that too much. Whoever you guys are rooting for in the actual F1 season, give it a comment below. I'm rooting for Lando Norris. I was rooting for him the year prior as well. Unfortunate, but well deserved for Max last year as well. But Lando's was looking pretty good this year with the standings. Especially with the Las Vegas race of how that played out for him. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling here. But no, it's looking real good for him this season. Max definitely still in contention due to his first place at Las Vegas. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure Lando got second, Piastri got fifth, if I'm correct. Fifth or fourth, one of the two. I believe it's fifth, but it was definitely a good race. One of the less eventful Las Vegas races I've seen. The qualifying was pretty eventful, and the practices due to the wet on the track at the time. But since it's a road course, it's a lot more slippery when it rains due to all the oils of cars that are driving on that strip every single day. Yeah, I've been hoping for Lando to get it. I really started liking Lando as a driver and wanting him to succeed because a lot of people came from the show Netflix Drive to Survive, and so did I. And I was already into racing. I had a sim rig. Just I didn't know much about Formula 1. I was racing with GT3 cars most of the time. GT3 and GT4. Never really touched F1.
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
And so I decided to watch Drive to Survive, and I started liking it. Obviously, they put a storyline together, but I thought it was pretty enjoyable, so I ended up getting F1 2024, and I really liked that. So I decided, hey, I want to watch F1, and I ended up getting their subscription so that I could watch it. And I do not regret it at all. Now to this day, I have like a bunch of their scale replicas of F1 cars. I'm collecting their, I forgot what the size is, but I'm collecting one of the sizes of every single car and every single person on that team so that I can put them in the championship standings. And I'm not going to get one for every single person for every single season, of course, but like I have a Carlos Sainz Ferrari. Obviously he's not in Ferrari no more, but I'm going to use that as Lewis Hamilton's just because I'm not going to be going and buying a bunch more of the same one. Excuse me, the same ones. But I plan on Friday, day after Thanksgiving, I'm going to go have a breakfast Thanksgiving with my family, and then I'm going to go to Menards and I'm going to buy myself some material to build a little wall decoration, Formula 1 style, and it's going to be basically going to be a picture frame to a degree. I'm just going to sand it down, paint it, and I'm going to put LED lights on the outer brinks or the inner brinks. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm just going to, when I have it and it's painted and done, we'll see how that plays out. But I'm going to get this rough textured spray paint. It will like make it look like it was a rock or something. when you spray paint it. And I'm going to spray paint that on the background of this frame. And it's going to be a large picture frame that I'm going to build. But then I'm going to put grid boxes, and I'm just going to make it look like all the cars are sitting on a track, of course. But the ones in P1, P2, that's just going to be the drivers championship standings. Is what I'm going to do it as. And follow it through every season. So next year I'll have to buy Cadillac and Audi ones, which so far I have nowhere close to as many as I need. I gotta go to their website and order them. I was just holding off because they're more expensive on their website than they are in person, by like $10, not including shipping. So I have the George Russell's Mercedes. I have Max Verstappen Red Bull. I have the Charles Leclerc Ferrari and the Carlos Sainz Ferrari at the moment. That's what I have in the bigger size models. So I still need to upgrade and get more of them, but I do plan on getting the thing built and ready so that I can have it on my wall with some of the cars there, and then I can just start adding to the decoration slowly. Holy, just about smacked the wall there. Oh yeah, that's as bad. But yeah, no, I'm just doing that. Well, there goes Richard Verschaw out of the race. Wonder what happened there. It's a pretty good racer. But yeah, I'm just gonna get that in my new place. My intent is I'm probably gonna paint the whole room or part of the room to straight black, and it's gonna have like the LED aesthetic. Or the idea is to do like one black wall and then the rest, or like one wall on either side black and the others dark green or something, and make it like a kind of a forest vibe with like some plants and stuff in there. And it's gonna have the LEDs of the F1 cars on there. My sim setup will be in there. I plan on decking the hell out of that room in my new place. So just gonna see how it plays out. Got some time until then, but definitely when I do it, I will, post it to the channel. Just as a short, probably. The F1 one will be a lot sooner. I'll probably just show progress and me building it, possibly. And it won't be finished, of course, because I won't have all the cars, but that'll be cool to see beforehand. Oh, heavy lockups there. Having to lift through these corners a little bit more than I want to, because my front's... Oh wow, yeah. I've been locking up far too much. So now it's not my front left that I'm struggling with, it's my front right. But it's also because I do have a lot of high-speed right-hand turns, so that makes sense. So the tire degradation does kind of make sense. I just wish it wasn't as bad. Yeah, they're giving me a new strategy now. I don't know. I think I could go to 15 and be fine. I feel like. Now let's try 12. See what happens. We are 4 seconds ahead. We are losing a tad bit of time on Hadjar. We lost about a second in the last like 2 laps, so maybe going pitting sooner is more ideal. Because yeah, my tires are probably degrading more than theirs are at the moment from what it looks like. Or he's picking up his pace. Just heavy. Yeah, I'm making dumb mistakes like that. Gosh. Yeah, learning to manage my tires this season's gonna be real difficult.
Okay, Jack. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Gosh, yeah, one more and I get a penalty
We
there.
need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty.
Surprised I didn't get one there, shoot. Was not able to stop in time. Or I just didn't brake hard enough, realistically.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah, it's rough. 2 more laps at least, till I can get some new tires. And I should be able to handle those mediums a lot longer, a lot better. Yeah, dude. This thing just doesn't have the traction it had before. A little bit of a lockup on that turn in. Yeah, so this Wednesday, well tomorrow, I got a buddy coming over. He got gifted a, I think it's called a Quest, VR Quest, for Christmas. I think it was last year, if I'm correct. And basically, I'm having him come over and he's gonna bring us Quest or VR Quest, and I'm gonna test it out on my sim racing games, and I'm gonna basically just decide if I want to get one, because possibly I could stream with it too, and that'd probably be pretty cool, something new to try. And I've never raced with a VR headset, so I absolutely want to try it. But he's never raced on this sim rig before, or a sim rig, so that'll be a pretty cool experience for him as well, which will be fun. I don't think we could do VR on F1, which is very unfortunate. But I believe Assetto Corsa maybe, and then also Gran Turismo 7 you can. Able to extend the gap just a tad bit. I lost a lot on this exit though, so I'm pretty much losing all of it that I just gained, which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm being very cautious during those kind of corners like that, because that's where I keep going real wide, cutting the track. Because one more penalty and bam, I get a penalty. One more track limits, I get a penalty.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best of lap you
Perfect.
can.
Gonna be boxing this lap and get us on some fresh rubbers and hopefully extend this gap because we're being able to manage it right now, but don't want to risk it because if I get a penalty, then I think it's a 3-second if I do the track limits. With how it's going so far, he'll be only 1 second, 1.5 seconds away from me. I lost time there, but so did he, so it works out for me.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
Definitely feeling that tire wear way before he mentioned something.
Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Alright. There goes Isaac Hadjar. He's gonna extend his stint just a tad bit longer. So I'm gonna have to put one hell of an out lap here. If he's faster on those softs with how degraded they are than I am on fresh, cold mediums.
Okay, off we go, back into the race.
He's faster than it's gonna be
a
bit of a
nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
ooh, excuse me, a problem.
Now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, they're all running longer. I forgot because I had to leave early due to my. Oh, I came out at the worst time. Yeah, it's not gonna be a good out lap now. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to really figure crap out. Look at my throttle. I'm 75% for these guys. That was a really bad move by me, and I should be fucking penalized.
Here, now that you're in the wake of the car ahead, try to get past as soon as possible.
Gotta try to pass these guys as soon as possible. Just had to try to get on the gas there sooner, and I did.
Good job, nice.
I should be able to get him on this straight as well. Oh, that was a stupid idea to go right there. Locked up heavy. Battling positions that I don't need to be battling. Sixteenth place now. Net P1. Definitely doing better compared to when I was first coming in to racing with no ABS on. Because before I was locking up far more than I am now. I'm still locking up, but it's better. Yeah, as I say, I fucked up so bad there. trying to see if I can somehow get into the slipstream here on the next corner. I have to gain a lot of time though. Oh, I didn't manage it. Close, but not close enough. It's probably good I didn't get past them or get it there, because it would have kind of screwed me up through these next corners, because I have to be behind these guys. That was my fault. I didn't expect him to brake. Thought he was gonna brake at least like 20 meters later. Got on the gas there pretty good. Gonna have to brake here early for these guys. Oh my gosh, I didn't think they were gonna go that hard. Oh! Wow. We're still in it. We're still in the race. That was super bad. Super bad.
Be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Hadger? No way. Even though I had that happen, I should still be net P1. Wow. He was probably going to pit that lap too. That is incredibly lucky by me. Gosh, the lockups. Now we're going to have to play it safe. No need to do crazy overtakes to keep that time up. Now that we know that Isaac Hadger's out the race. Y'all need a pit. Y'all are going 75% through this corner. Good late braking by him. Hoping for the switchback here. I'm not going to push that. It's a risky move into this next corner. Jeez. As much as I want to push for that move, shouldn't. Oh, heavy lockup there. Managed to get the double overtake though. Yeah, didn't even need to do that, but saved us time compared to what we would have been if we stayed behind. Now we're back up to P1, and we have a large gap. Holy.
Okay, one Manuel's coming in for his stop now.
Now we have to roll this out for the next 11 laps and just play it safe, don't do nothing crazy. Like that. Just manage the tires and get through. 14.5 seconds ahead. They are on fresher rubber though, but I don't think that's going to give them a 15-second advantage here.
Caution, caution.
Is there another guy out of this race? I think I saw a name up the top at the first corner, so yeah, looks like it. Don't even know how to say that name. Billy Gomez, was it? Wow. They did not break near enough there.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
What a save and what a massive moment right there. Wow, that was an ace race ending possible moment, but we saved it. Beautiful. Ooh, double shifted. Gosh. Big moments. What are these tires telling me already? Fuck, that's all my air. 6 and 7%. Yeah, no, that's my fault there. Gosh, keep going too deep on that. I'll start letting off here in these corners just a tad, so I don't whip my wheel as hard, so I can try to manage
Jack,
my tires.
We've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push and use it all up.
Wow, making stupid mistakes. That was a lot better.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 36.8 seconds.
Wow. Smacking the rev limiter just to get my fuel load down. Fuck. There's that 3-second penalty. Now I'm clear, but
Okay, we've been given a time penalty.
not
It
good.
will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Beautiful. Alright, let me stop. Probably not going to get the fuel load. Oh, just
Oh, mate,
perfectly.
great stuff. You hit that target.
Let's
that
go.
sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Ooh, a little bit of wing damage. Should be very hard to notice that it's there though, so we should be good on that, but not ideal. Yeah, so I was trying to look at the timing board. Just went straight to the wall. Second gear was not necessary right there. Decent corners through there. Overreacting there a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick. Take my gloves off and I'm gonna go use the restroom. Got what, 5, 6 laps left anyways, but gonna get this figured out. One of my Amazon deliveries just popped up too. It's not delivered, but it's on its way. Alright, well, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Alright. I am pretty fucking hot right now. I need to drink more water. Just gotta throw on my racing gloves now. And my shoes. Since we're only doing like 5 sim laps, I would race without it, but if you're doing decent already, why change something up? Because that's how you put the car in a barrier. Which, to be fair, getting up and going to the bathroom, just enough to end up probably putting my car in the barrier, but we're gonna do our best. Got a cat on my lap for this race, though. For the last part of the race. Alright, we're gonna start. Make sure this is all good. Alright.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Gosh damn. What am I doing, man? Yeah, that's why you don't fucking leave mid-race. Struggling here. I should be fine no matter what. 18 seconds ahead. Just gotta make sure I don't crash. Either I'm fucking up really bad, or these tires are sliding more than I feel like they should. Just trying to play it safe now. I'm not gonna try to push the limits. Heavily locking up in that corner. Alright, coming on to lap 26. We'll have 3 more laps to finish, and we will be done with this race. A very dominant race here at the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix for the F2 season. Second race of the season so far, practicing racing without ABS and managing it a lot better than we did on the first race, which is great news, and we're only going to improve here throughout the season. And but yeah, we definitely need there's a lot of practice to do, which is great because more things to do, more things to work on, and that shows we have a lot more to improve. And that we're at least acknowledging it. A lot of people don't acknowledge what they are doing wrong, and they keep making those mistakes. My goal through these 2 seasons, the F2 and the F1 season, is to figure out all the things I'm doing wrong, to try to improve my times as much as possible. And I would love for you guys to give me as much criticism as possible due to your guys' knowledge, and I will take it all in and try to improve with y'all's knowledge as well, because I'm just trying to get as fast as I possibly can realistically. I want to be able to do a full 71 lap race, manage my tires, all assist off 100%, and it be a solid competitive race. But coming on lap 27, 2 more laps to go. I'm so ready for this race to be over because it's boring. Sorry for the people who are having to watch this at home, but yeah, there's really nothing really going on. Just hoping I don't crash for the last 2 laps. Here with the 16 or 18.6 second lead. Oh wow, I can't read and do that all at the same time. But a 18.5 second lead on P2. It would have been shorter, but Isaac Hadjar, who was in P2, ended up crashing from the looks of it into the barrier on the final turn. I'm not sure how many turns there are on this track, but on the final turn, we saw him sideways, brushed up against the wall. Like I was there. But at least we know I'm improving. Granted, the race before I was doing really good too. I do believe I could have placed higher, but I am contemplating on increasing the AI, just because whenever I'm increasing the AI, I try to think, hey, this is my ego getting me, hey, yeah, I'm winning, but it might just, this 1 or 2 races I did real good, and the rest I'm going to do shit, even with the AI at the lower-ish standpoint. I don't know, but I think I might actually increase the AI, maybe by just 2 points, and see how that goes. Just because I want to be having more competition, and if I'm already getting better with this ABS faster than I thought I was gonna, then increasing the AI to make it harder to learn more is never a bad thing. Starting the final lap in the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. We're going to try to keep her out of the walls. Going deep on turn 1. Trying to keep our lead. So Oliver Berman. Oh wow. Yeah, screwed up there. At least it wasn't a wall. But Oliver Berman lost 2 positions. He lost it to Antonelli and Bortoleto. I'm fucking this last lap up, trying to read stuff at the same time. Well, yeah, Berman was leading him for a long time, so I'm kind of surprised that's how it played out. Felt like I had a tad bit of oversteer there. I felt like I think I was just overreacting. And there we go. P1. Let's go.
Oh, you worked
That was
hard
a
for
good
that
race.
one.
Very boring though,
Congratulations. Well done.
unfortunately. I will absolutely take that. Granted, our first race was really rough. P17. We were net P2 to gonna be possibly P1, fighting for it to this. Or to 17th. Then back to first on this race. Feels great. Which gives me a little bit excitement for what the rest of the season will be. What could happen now that we actually have a win under our belt and P1 for qualifying. So that brings us up to 28 points. So curious what our standpoints in the championship now, because before it was P17. But let's come and check out some of the highlights of this race. There was a lot of mistakes I made, lots to improve. Let's see how this goes. See, so I got a real slow start, but somehow others got even more. Slow start. That green car coming up behind the Red Bull, he got a pretty good start there. Cutting limits just a tad bit. Lap 1 I'm pretty sure was pretty clean. Yeah, it cuts to lap 15. That's how boring it was. This is when I came out after the pits, and I think I crashed a little here. Or went deep. It was just good close racing. Yeah, there. Ooh. Braked earlier than I thought, and I had a huge moment, crash into the wall, and that's when I was super thankful I didn't have damage somehow. Kept on with the race, lost, what, 2-3 positions, but they were going in the pits not later, so made that back up, thankfully. Nice old slow-mo. There's Isaac Hadjar. This is where they went into the pits. Or no, they went to the pits next lap. I think I may have made a position here. Well, we won't know. Right here. Bumper to bumper. Cut for the inside. Made that, or in the progress of making that overtake. And I'm pretty sure we did a double here. He braked earlier than I thought. Got around, clean racing. There we go, through to, I think it was like P13 or something, or P14. Here, lap 17, what happened here? Big bump into the walls. Thankfully, no damage. Oh yeah. Looks good there. Big moment, big moment. That's when we got a tad bit of damage on the front left wing, but it wasn't nothing really to affect us or nothing needed to go repair. And for the finale, nobody in sight. That was a good race. I'm happy with it. Excuse me. Oh, what the heck? Oh, so I ordered the V3 pedals from Fanatec, and I have them, and I'm racing with them as we speak. But I was recommended Best Buy YouTube videos, and they were all saying, hey, you should get the brake performance kit through Fanatec. It'll help a lot. So I bought that kit, and it was on back order, so it took a while. It came. I've had these pedals for like a month now, and tomorrow the brake performance kit should come in, so I'm gonna have to readjust my braking and how I figure that out, which will be interesting, but I'm sure I'll be able to get that down pretty quick. And hoping it really improves the braking. I mean, it already feels good in my opinion, but we'll see how that goes. So our next race, which will be in the next stream, I'm not going to do it at the moment, will be at Melbourne, Australia. This is a fun track. Interesting one to race with others, but I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to save this for the next stream. Excuse me. But I am going to run over to some time trials. And I'm just going to go and try to do F1 on the Singapore Grand Prix that we were just on. Excuse me. Kind of give you a showdown of like, I mean, you were seeing how much I was locking up during that race. Now let's go to F1 and I'll show you how much I'm locking up in F1. I swear, it's so much easier to not lock up in F1, in my opinion, through the game. I don't know about real life, of course. But you're spending less time through the corners. You're getting into them a lot faster. So putting that braking down is a little bit easier, in my opinion. Now, I will be using a setup for this one, though, because I have one for F1. I've been saying Singapore. What am I doing? This is not the Singapore Grand Prix. Not even close. So, let's go do a flying lap. I'm going to try to push the limits in F1 without doing... I'll do one full lap without pushing it too hard, just to get a feel for it. Pausing real fast because I do not have my racing gloves on. There we go. So I'm not going to push it, but I'm already going faster than my personal best. Oh, smacked her. Yeah, so much. Oh gosh, maybe careful. On F2 I was kind of whipping that corner, but on F1 you can't whip it as hard. That's why I should do one flap, not full throttle. Okay, I was trying to lock up there. I was like, is my locking up off? It should be off. Yeah, it's off. It just, yeah, it's so much harder to lock up in F1. Yeah. Finding my turning points and brake points is far different just because of the speed. Damn. Now, remember last time I did a full F2 season, then I went to F1. It's like, holy shit, everything's far more scarier just because you're going so much faster, of course. But I forgot, like, being in F2 for that whole season, going to F1, it was just like a huge change. Excuse me. Little lock up there. Wall bump. No way that was limits. And that's unfortunate. A little too much oversteer there. Gosh, I can improve my personal best by a lot. I don't know if I was setting a full lap on my prior one. Locked up there just because I was stressing of hitting the apex. That lockup helped me. No way, that rotation into that corner. Oh, that was rough. That was super rough. Oh my gosh. I tried flicking it a little bit, but at that speeds in this car, no way. Alright, we're gonna have to try to send another lap. Gosh, turning in too early on that one. That was a little rough there. Try not to slide too much. Oh, because I tapped the wall. That's so unfortunate. So yeah, I can see the potential and I know how much time I can save on this time trial. I want it so bad. There's over a second's worth of potential gain. Gosh, I wish that was a lap that counted. Oh my gosh. Just gonna restart that. Starting to sweat just because of this. Ooh, that was rough. Recovery. Pretty good recovery. Not great, but I bumped the wall and I was like, fuck, and I just stopped lifting up on my brake and just locked out. That was so bad. I don't even know how I don't even felt like I hit nothing. That's hilarious. Sorry, just a message I saw. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna keep it in this time. I just want to take a quick break. I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat, cool off, come back. I'm gonna get this time a second faster easily, hopefully. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next race.